Just when we thought the wait was over, the story of the DJI Pocket 4 has taken a twist that nobody saw coming. For months, the tech world has been holding its breath, expecting a launch that seemed guaranteed for late 2025. But instead of an announcement, we got silence. Then, out of nowhere, something happened that changed the entire conversation. For a brief, fleeting moment, the DJI Pocket 4 actually surfaced. It appeared on Amazon Germany with an official-looking listing that vanished almost as quickly as it arrived, leaving behind screenshots, confused fans, and a massive clue about what is really going on behind the scenes at DJI. This isn't just a simple delay anymore. It is looking like one of the most calculated strategic pauses in recent tech history. If you're a creator waiting to upgrade your gear, or just wondering why you can't buy the most hyped camera of the year yet, you need to hear this. We are finally getting a clear picture of the release timeline, the secret Pro model that might be causing the holdup, and the surprising new competitors rushing in to steal DJI's thunder while they wait. The narrative around this camera has quietly evolved into a fascinating slow-burn mystery. Everyone felt certain that the Osmo Pocket 4 was ready to step into the spotlight. The previous model, the Pocket 3, was a massive success, and the cycle seemed ripe for a refresh. But new signals are suggesting that DJI has hit the pause button. This isn't about the camera not being ready. It is about a refinement phase that could define how this gimbal dominates the market in 2026. The Amazon Germany leak was the smoking gun. It showed a listing for DJI Care Refresh specifically for the Pocket 4. This is huge because you don't create support pages for products that don't exist. It reinforces the idea that the device is real, it is finalized, and it is sitting in a warehouse somewhere just waiting for the green light. This aligns perfectly with the frustration many of you are feeling. The initial expectations pointed toward a December 2025 announcement. That date came and went. Then, the rumor mill shifted to an early January 2026 reveal. That also passed without a single word. Now, as we move deeper into the year, the silence is deafening. However, multiple trusted insiders and supply chain leaks are painting a very specific picture. They suggest that these delays are not because of some fundamental hardware failure. The camera works. The delay is reportedly about accessory readiness, firmware polishing, and final performance tuning. This is actually quite surprising because NDA documentation reportedly surfaced as early as September 2025. That indicates the original launch window was planned for months ago. The fact that we are still waiting makes this feel deliberate, not accidental. There's a very strong theory gaining traction among well-connected creators who have spoken with suppliers in China. They believe the timeline has shifted because DJI is preparing not just one, but two Pocket 4 variants. This would be a massive change in strategy. First, there is the refined standard model. This would build directly on the success of the Pocket 3, featuring improved autofocus, enhanced stabilization, smarter subject tracking, and better dynamic range. Basically, perfecting the formula we already love. But the real reason for the delay might be the second model, a more ambitious advanced or pro-style version. Rumors are swirling that this high-end version could feature a dual-lens camera system capable of true optical zoom. Imagine having that kind of versatility in a pocket-sized gimbal. It would also reportedly feature significantly stronger low-light performance. A design choice like that represents a major leap forward for handheld cameras, but it also explains why development is taking longer. Integrating a dual-lens system into a tiny gimbal head is an engineering nightmare. This higher-end version is now expected later in the spring of 2026, potentially April or even May, depending on how quickly the software and production pipelines can catch up. This staggered release strategy makes the Amazon Germany listing make a lot more sense. That listing hinted at a March 2026 availability window. It wasn't a confirmation, but it was a strong hint. DJI has a history of quietly testing retail listings and regional stock keeping units before making it official. While we have to be careful with leaked specification, the details from that Amazon page paint a compelling picture of what is coming. We are looking at a next-generation vlogging camera that likely keeps the 1-inch CMOS sensor but pushes the performance further. We expect 4K video recording at up to 120 frames per second, 3-axis mechanical stabilization, and a fast hybrid autofocus system. The focus seems to be on advanced face and object tracking and improved audio handling, ensuring that it remains the king of seamless YouTube and social media content. When you combine all these crumbs of information, the most realistic expectation is a February or March 2026 announcement for the standard Pocket 4, followed by that beast of a dual-camera version later in the year. This philosophy of prioritizing polish over speed isn't just happening with the Pocket series. It appears to be spreading across DJI's entire imaging strategy. We are seeing leaks surrounding a completely new compact drone that seems to share this DNA. This isn't your typical Mavic or Mini. This new drone emphasizes 360-degree capture, stability, and cinematic consistency. Early images reveal a compact, Sinuhoop-style airframe finished in a neutral gray. It features fully enclosed and duct propellers. This is a clear signal that it is designed for safer indoor flight and controlled environments. One small but critical detail on this drone is the use of screw-mounted propellers instead of the traditional push-on designs. That might sound boring, but it is actually a game-changer for 360 filming. Screw mounts ensure precise prop alignment on every single flight. This reduces micro-vibrations that can cause stitching errors or visual artifacts in immersive footage. The vented duct designs at the top of the prop guards are there to improve airflow and minimize turbulence. Everything about this design screams smooth. It is engineered for reliable, repeatable motion rather than the sharp, acrobatic maneuvers of an FPV drone. It is for creators who need virtual tours, real estate videos, and immersive travel content. The leaks also show a controller that looks very familiar, likely the RC2, displaying a standard live camera feed rather than a weird 360 preview. This suggests the drone includes a proper single-lens shooting mode. The camera system itself is perhaps the most innovative part. It features a dual-lens configuration with one lens facing upward and another facing downward. But here is the trick. It has a rotating camera module capable of pivoting approximately 90 degrees. This means one lens can physically rotate forward and function as a standard main camera in mid-flight. You could switch between immersive 360 video and flat cinematic footage in a single session. That is something fixed-lens 360 drones simply cannot do. With a Fly More bundle likely at launch and reports of aggressive pricing, this looks like a nearly finalized product designed to bridge the gap between FPV flying and professional 360 filming. But while DJI is taking its time to perfect these products, the market isn't standing still. The delays have created a vacuum, and competitors are rushing in. We are seeing a parallel development in the pocket camera market that is really interesting. A US-based competitor known as Extremuse has appeared, and on paper, it looks like a direct challenge to the Pocket 3. In real-world testing, this camera looks remarkably similar to the DJI offering. It matches key specifications like the 1-inch sensor, 4K recording at 120 frames per second, and that crucial 3-axis mechanical stabilization. This competitor is gaining traction because Pocket 3 availability has become a nightmare in certain regions. In the US market, prices for the Pocket 3 have climbed close to $800 due to scarcity, compared to the original price of around $520. That is a massive markup. Extremuse is stepping in with a lower-cost alternative that is developed and sold domestically. Physically, the similarities are striking. The dimensions, button placement, touchscreen behavior, and gimbal movement are nearly identical to the Pocket 3. Even the battery life and charging speeds feel interchangeable. The differences are minor, like a slightly different exterior finish or a longer warranty period. On the software side, the Extremuse interface shows small cosmetic changes in fonts and colors, but the workflow is the same. The editing tools, AI tracking, and stabilization behavior feel very familiar to anyone who has used a DJI product. Side-by-side footage reveals nearly identical results. You get that clean 4K video, the pleasing background blur from the large sensor, and reliable active track performance. It proves that there is no obvious hidden compromise despite the lower price. Of course, it shares the same limitations as any gimbal camera, like lower durability compared to an action cam and non-replaceable batteries. But for vloggers who are tired of waiting for the Pocket 4 or paying scalper prices for the Pocket 3, this is a serious option. So what is the verdict? In my opinion, the delay of the DJI Pocket 4 is frustrating, but it is likely going to result in a much better product. If the rumors of a dual-lens Pro model are true, it will be worth the wait. DJI knows they can't just release a minor update. They need to redefine the category again. The emerging drone technology and the rise of capable competitors like Extremuse prove that the creator economy is evolving rapidly. 2026 is going to be a year where patience is rewarded with incredible tools. If you're looking to buy right now, the Extremuse is a solid bridge. But if you want the absolute cutting edge, keep your eyes peeled for that March window. DJI is cooking up something big. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the update when the Pocket 4 finally drops. Thanks for watching.